Ilen Silla Lumen Omen Tielvo. Today I bring to you all the dark history of Angband, Morgoth's fortress of the First Age. The name Angband translates to Iron Prison, and the fortress was first erected in the Years of the Trees as a deterrent against the Valar and Valinor. Built surrounded by treacherous mountains, Angband served as the home of Sauron, Morgoth's chief lieutenant. But in the Battle of the Powers, Angband was sacked and ruined. But in the Valar's haste to defeat Morgoth, not all of the fortress's tunnels and caverns were destroyed. Thus, when Morgoth returned to Beleriand after his imprisonment and theft of the Silmarils, he rebuilt Angband and made it his stronghold. Many dark creatures he would breed and create, including orcs, werewolves, and chief among them, the dragons. Morgoth would create the Thangorudrim, 3 volcanic mountains that further secured Angband. Morgoth's fortress would first be tested when Feanor, in his rage during the Dagor Nuin Gileath, came forth to the gates of Angband, and there was mortally wounded by the Balrogs, who descended from the walls and fought him. Later, Maithros would be chained up the Thangorudrim for years in torment, until his cousin Fingon came and rescued him. After the Dagor Aglareb, the Noldor laid siege to Angband, but even then the fortress was unassailable. The defenses of Thangorudrim proved too great, and no elven force could traverse up the mountains to the north of Angband. And so Morgoth would use that pathway to send armies forth and harass the free peoples, all the while building up his forces for one all-out push. That push would come in the year 455, when rivers of lava poured forth from Thangorudrim and burned through Ardgallen and broke through the siege. Many elves would be taken as thralls for the Dark Lord. High King Fingolfin, in a rage, came to Angband and dueled Morgoth one-on-one. Though Fingolfin would be slain, Morgoth was permanently wounded and would never again venture forth from Angband's gates while the fortress lasted. In this time, many were taken as slaves and dug in the pits of Angband. The Noldor were of a special use for the Dark Lord, as their crafting was surpassed by none other than the dwarves. And so the weapons of Morgoth's war were forged by the elves, and all would suffer terribly at the hands of the enemy. Should any have escaped, the lies and torments of Morgoth would forever haunt them, and no one would trust them. But 2 there were who willingly ventured into Angband. Beren and Luthien were they, on a quest to steal from Morgoth's crown a Silmaril. And steal it they did, though the task was perilous, and Beren and Luthien nearly lost their lives. Their courage brought forth the union of Maithros, which saw the near Naiath Arnoediad, the final destruction of many kingdoms and the capture of many for thraldom. Húrin, the son of Galdor, was brought before Morgoth and cursed to watch the ill fates of his children, only being released after their tragic deaths. Despite this torture, Húrin never broke into revealing Gondolin, the hidden city of Torgon. But Maeglin, the king's nephew, would. Being brought before Morgoth and having evil and lust in his heart, he revealed the location of Gondolin, dooming the city. Angband was soon filled with many more prisoners and fell evil creatures. But war would come at the hands of the Valar, and all Angband was emptied, and Beleriand was engulfed in ruin beyond repair. In a battle between the half-elf Eärendil and the dragon Ancalagon, Eärendil threw down the dragon upon the Thangorudrim, destroying the mountains and opening up the way to Angband. And there in his throne room cowered Morgoth, He would beg for mercy, but his pleas fell on deaf ears as his feet were hewed out from under him. And so the war ended, and the slaves in Angband released, and the fortress was thrown down and ruined, like the rest of Beleriand. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, feel free to like and subscribe for more content, and please let me know how I can better improve these videos. Thanks, and as the elves say, Namarie.